The Attorney General of California releases information on all concealed carry permit holders. Welcome to another installment of Connecticut Gun Bench. Today's video is brought to you by P.A.N. Firearms, LLC. P.A.N. Firearms for your NRA certification and multifaceted gun training. You can reach us at 203-300-6343 or use our website at www.panfirearmsllc.com. As always, there'll be a link in the description box below. But let's talk about this here, because this is very damning. Okay. June 29th, the Attorney General of California, for some reason, did a data dump and exposed every single concealed carry permit holder's information. When I say information, I'm talking about first, last name, phone number, address. Now, they did come back and then delete it, but the damage is done because people can either download it or screenshot it. They've got that information. And we're talking about thousands of people who are affected. Now, I'm going to go here. Okay, let's just some information here. We should watch this. This is from CBS Sacremento, Channel 13. Let's watch that.
For now, though, developing tonight, the state of California under fire after posting a list of every person with a permit to carry a concealed gun, including their names, addresses, and phone numbers. The list included celebrities, judges, even victims of domestic violence.
CBS 13's Laura Hafley is live outside the Department of Justice with the concerns many gun owners are raising now. Laura.
Well, this goes way beyond a simple filing error. The AG's office releasing a list of names, birthdays, gender, race, and home addresses of every single person in the state of California with a concealed carry weapons permit. This all happened last night after the AG released a website in the effort to be more transparent when it comes to gun safety. The website had in it firearm safety information, record sales, and a link to a portal of concealed carry permit holders. Except when you clicked on that portal, thousands of columns came up with all of that personal information included that I just mentioned. Now, that website has since been taken down, but too late. Victims already saw it. One who spoke to us about the danger this has put his family in.
Even most of my family members do not know that I have a concealed weapons permit. I have a good reason to get it. I got it because my spouse was being stalked by a violent abuser, and we went through a lot of a process to get that many years ago to provide us some peace of mind. So what's happened here is just a terrible thing for the citizens, and really it's really terrible that the Attorney General hasn't stood up and apologized to the victims of this release.
Now, I want to read to you a part of what was said on that initial website release by the AG's office. It says the DOJ seeks to balance its duties to provide gun violence and firearms data to support research efforts while protecting the personal identifying information in the data they collect. We did reach out to the AG to ask what happened. Here's what the AG's response was. Any unauthorized release of personal information is unacceptable. We are working swiftly to address the situation and will provide additional information as soon as possible. Coming up tonight at 6, we spoke to a legal expert about what this means for victims and the difference between public record and the AG's office volunteering personal information.
Okay, you saw that, you heard that. Now, the gun rights groups are now starting to fire back, and rightfully so. And in this Fox News article, I'm going to go right here. Gun rights group fires back at California AG's reported leak of firearm owner data. He should resign, quote. The Supreme Court ruled last week that New York's concealed carry law was unconstitutional, expanding Second Amendment rights. The Office of California's Attorney General, Rob Bonta, released the personal information of thousands of California gun owners and concealed carry permit holders to the public this week, and Second Amendment activists see it as a major breach of privacy. Absolutely. Could you just imagine how much damage that would cause? You're giving people, not good people, bad people, knowledge of who's got guns at their house, and you've given them the addresses where these people live. Sam Paradis, executive director of Gun Owners of California, told Fox News Wednesday that the release of information was either negligent or potentially criminal. It's criminal. We believe that AG Rob Bonta is either massively incompetent, incredibly negligent, or willing to criminally leak information that does not have the authority to leak, Paradis says. This is so egregious that he should resign. He has placed tens of thousands of law-abiding citizens, I would say that, in California in harm's way. That is not excusable with an "I'm sorry." The Democrat Attorney General appointed by Governor Gavin Newsom last year announced in a press release Monday that the new portal was created to improve transparency and information sharing for firearms-related data. In Monday's press release, the state's DOJ claimed they sought to protect the personal identified information in the data the department collects and maintains. However, large amounts of personal information on gun owners were released. The leak was first reported by gun news outlet The Reload Tuesday, just days after the Supreme Court's consequential Second Amendment ruling. That's why and I'm going to throw this in there, that's why I feel this is not an accident. It's not an accident. I'll get deeper into that. The information taken from the state's database of concealed carry permit holders included the thousands of gun owners' full name, date of birth, home address, race, when their concealed carry permit was issued, and what type of permit it was. The Reload reportedly found in the LA County database that around 420 reserve officers and 244 judges were also among those who had their information leaked Monday. The information was posted in the California Department of Justice 2022 Firearms Dashboard portal, a website that is now temporarily unavailable. The California Attorney General's office did not immediately respond to Fox News' request for comment regarding the data leak. Legal action could potentially be taken against the state and those involved as a result of the shocking breach, rightfully so. A spokesperson from the AG's office told Newsweek, "We are investigating any exposure of individuals' personal information connected to the DOJ's firearms dashboard. Any unauthorized release of personal information is unacceptable. We are working swiftly to address this situation and will provide additional information as soon as possible." Paradis said his organization is working to figure out what legal matters we can take, but unless the AG is willing to send people who can protect those who have their data breached, there's not much else they can do. The private information has been taken down, but raises major concerns as the midterm election approaches. In the primary election earlier this month, incumbent Bonta advanced to represent his party this November alongside GOP candidate Nathan Hochman. It is unknown whether the leak was an intentional strike or simply an accident from the California DOJ's office, after last week's SCOTUS opinion sparked major controversy across the country. The Supreme Court decided to strike down New York gun law that put unconstitutional restrictions on on who qualified for a concealed carry permit, ultimately making it more accessible for civilians to carry a weapon for self-defense. I'm going to come back to here because this is a clear statement. It is unknown whether the leak was an intentional strike or simply an accident from the California DOJ's office. Now, I'm going to talk about that for a minute. I did a previous video on Gavin Newsom and his response to the New York concealed carry law being struck down by the Supreme Court. And his response was nothing more, as I called him, a petulant child who's been told he can't have something. That was his response. I don't think this is an accident. I'm saying, once again, I have no proof of that. I'm speculating, it's my opinion, but this timing of this is just uncanny. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, everybody's firearms information is out there for the public to see, for anyone to get. No, this is not an accident. And looking at what Newsom is talking about, he's talking about 16 new gun bills that he's ready to go sign off into law that we don't even know about. We don't even know what's in them. And I hope that this organization here in California takes this to the Supreme Court and puts Gavin Newsom in his place. Because, as I said in that previous video, it is an elitist attitude to say that my life is better than your life, because that's exactly what Newsom is saying when he tells you that civilians must be restricted on what firearms they can have. Just because he does not have the firearm in his hand and actually has people around him, it's no different. But we'll see how this plays out. But I don't see this as an accident. I don't see this as an accident. I think this was purposely done. But Let me know what you think. As always, you can leave your comments in the comment section below. And as always, any statements of violence or statements that lead to violence will be removed. Please like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get notified the next time the video goes live. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.